All right. Hey guys, happy Friday. Today we are going to be making a spooky chic wreath for Halloween. For whatever reason, for Halloween, I always like to paint the grapevine bases. I don't know, I just feel like the natural wood just doesn't kind of go with the whole Halloween vibe. So this one I painted copper because we're going to be working with black and copper materials today. I would recommend, I didn't do this, but cleaning your wreath off first, because anywhere that you end up snipping afterwards, it's going to show, you know, that that part isn't painted. So forgot to do that part. Oh, and the sweater is going to be a problem. Everything gets stuck on it. All right, so let me see. I'm going to turn you to our wreath. And we are going to start. So our main players here are going to be these gorgeous copper leaves. I think these are TMI. They could also be Craft Outlet, or they're both selling them. I can't remember. And then we're going to be using these pumpkins that have the little bit of copper on their stem. Okay, so I think to start, I think we'll start by layering our copper first. Oh, and then there's a bat. How could I forget about him? So once this is on, I think then we're going to take like a zip tie, and we'll zip tie him on. And I don't know exactly what he's made of, so I'm going to have to put felt pads or something here, because I believe, I mean, I think he's sturdy, but I also think like if he really, really got slammed into something, I don't know if he'd crack. So I'm going to have to put something here to just kind of like soften that up. Hey G, yes, let me take you home from your workday. My pleasure, friend. All right, so let me see if we want to leave these whole. I think I'm going to leave these just as one set stem, because they can really kind of spread out. This is a great product because at night, especially, you know, like when kids are trick-or-treating, like this is something that's really going to shine. Be very visible at night. And since we don't have little kids, we end up hosting like adult trick-or-treating every year. So like I make a huge thing of fall sangria. I never make enough, so says something about my neighbors. No, just kidding. I really should make more. Every year I seem to run out. But yeah, and everybody just kind of hangs out, and their kids just, you know, eat candy and they walk home. All right, so I am going to secure this in 2 spots. Okay, so it's glued in here, and then I want to just take a zip tie. I'm going to use, this one's like a light brown, so it's going to blend in pretty easily. And secure that. Let's try this method today. Hey, Erlene, how are you? Happy Friday. I don't know where this week has gone. We had our group challenge, and I have just not I've not done all of my challenge pieces, and I haven't really been able to keep up with everything people are doing, but there's so many beautiful designs out there, so it was inspiring me. Just time was not on my side. Let's see. A little bit. Oh, I love, love, love these leaves. And these could also do really well for like a glam Thanksgiving wreath. I mean, they're just really beautiful quality with the glitter, and they're kind of like sequins almost on it. Let's see. I think we're going to end up using 4. Thank you, Maggie. Yesterday was the first day of pumpkin spice latte, so to me that like officially made it fall. And yesterday in New Hampshire, it was only like, it was in like the, I don't know, high 60s. So like I broke out my fall boots. I broke out all the things, but today it's like 80, but I'm still in denial. Like I've already started lighting my fall candles, so it's happening. Tomorrow I move Riley back to school. So to me, fall is here, and I know there are some people really clinging to summer, and I'm just like, sorry, not sorry. I'm just not much of a summer person. I am like destined for sunburns, don't like being hot, so I'm good with saying goodbye to summer. Maggie, your video was so cute. I hope people have some other videos to share because I love it. I love seeing Valerie's, like the running water in the background from the pool. It's like so relaxing. I'm like, that's why she's so peaceful. She has like peaceful surroundings. All right, so I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to move these a little bit. You always know things aren't rehearsed because I gotta redo this. Yes, so Riley has had all summer to unpack from last year, get her stuff organized, and she has not done it. So now she's in panic mode, which means it's gonna be more work for me, I'm sure. Oops. Okay. All right, so if you drop glue on these and just recklessly peel it off like I do, it totally damages the leaf. I mean, I should have thought of that first, but it just ripped off all the glitter. So be careful with the glue. This one, I just want to make sure I'm right. I think that's a little too close. Over here, so they're touching, but not necessarily overlapping. I don't think they need to overlap. All right. So yes, at some point this weekend, I will be figuring out who participated in every day of the Halloween challenge. I'm gonna assign like a number, and then Miss Andrea, because she's all about competition, she will pick a random number and that'll be who wins. So the winner can get a $25 gift card to their favorite crafting place, whether it's Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, Amazon, or we can do an Etsy review or a 101 Zoom call. And then we also have some TMI swag. So it's pretty much the small and medium white shirts and then pins. Thanks to our mystery member donation. It's always fun because like we talk all the time, but I don't get to like see you. So Maggie, I was like, oh, you're so cute. I mean, I know we've spoken, but still, it's so cute. And I liked your setup. You had like your sign in the background. That looked really nice. All right, this is pretty lined up, I think. I did my first fall workshop the other day, and that went well. We did a basket. And then the next one is a couple weeks away. It's actually at the same location, which I love the workshop space. It's like big, so people can bring, they can bring charcuterie, they can bring wine, like they can like totally spread out. It's in a beautiful gift shop called Brasante. And the owner is very crafty. She actually used to teach the wreath workshops herself, but she's just too busy. So she has like a little section of her store that she calls her happy place, and it's where she makes wreaths. So I always love seeing what she's doing as well. All right, so we've got our first layer on. You could like seriously just do a wreath of this. Like a lot of this would look so cool. There we go. All right, now we're gonna go in with our pumpkins. This is how I envisioned it anyways. So we have 2, 3. Okay, we have 6 of these. We've got plenty, so I think I'm gonna make them touch. Have them touching. All right, we'll start in the usual, the top corner-ish side. And we're gonna have to zip tie for these too, because the stem is so long. So I'm very bummed, but Bruno is going to be going off to boot camp. And it's a long one. It's 3 weeks of boarding and training. And I'm so bummed about it. But he has gotten very rambunctious, and he is very big to be acting the way he's been acting. So fortunately, I'm going to have to have him go train in Amesbury, Mass for 3 weeks. And he's going to grow so much, and I'm going to miss it. It's going to really bum me out because you can't visit. It's like it's very serious training. So I'm not allowed to visit even on the weekends. They are in training mode the whole 3 weeks. I know it's better for him in the long run. So I just have to keep that attitude. So on Tuesday, we're going to be doing our TMI designing. So whether you have the kit or not, definitely if you're around, grab a glass of wine. Like, let's just like chill, craft, enjoy the night. I put out like a little bit of a prep video for anybody that wants to get like a little bit of a head start. Not required. Of course it's not required. You guys can do whatever you want. Nothing is required. You're adults. Yeah, so what was interesting about the workshop the other day was that it was more like, I almost want to say like hardcore DIYers. Like they do, a lot of the people attending, they do like an array of different things. They do like sea glass jewelry. They do like the resin boards, painting, permanent jewelry making, I think. A lot of different things. So when we were working, people were kind of like quiet. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if they're having a good time. But I think they were just like in the zone. Like, just cool. They did such a good job with their baskets. I literally just zip tied this to nothing. when does everyone decorate for fall? I almost did it yesterday. Again, it's like you get a little bit of cool weather, get those candles going, and I'm just like all in. But I held off. The candles are still going, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer. Because sometimes when I do decorating on a whim, I'm more like just trying to get it done, and I'd rather do it when I have like the time and the creativity to do something like special. But yeah, I'm curious when everyone else decorates for fall. To me, like when kids go back to school, that's kind of like when fall is official. Even though I know it's like weeks away. But kids are going back this week. I'm sure there's a lot of happy parents to get a little reprieve. It's hard to keep kids busy all summer. Okay, it's our last one. Bruno's sleeping under the bench. Played outside most of the morning. All right. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Diane. Workshop guests typically know. All right, so Maggie decorates after her birthday, which is Labor Day weekend. That's nice. You always have a long weekend for your birthday. And Diane, for this one, actually, a lot of people didn't know each other. Usually people come like maybe in pairs, or sometimes there could be like, you know, a whole group. But it's something you can absolutely like go to on your own because people are just friendly. I mean, you got to think like people who are like designing, they're most likely pretty happy, nice people. So, yeah. So for this one, a lot of them didn't know each other. And I think that also tied into like them just like they're so focused. And I think some of them are even coming back to do the wreaths because the basket that we do can go like indoor or outdoor. But, you know, you gotta have a wreath on your front door. Okay, so let me just take a step back. Definitely appreciating how malleable all this stuff is. And then I'm gonna take some of this black fern. It's got like a little bit of like shimmer to it. And I'm gonna fill in some of the spots, the bare spots. Yeah, last night I was like, I almost attempted to make a wreath in like 25 minutes because, you know, on Thursdays I do like my wine Zoom call. And by the time I had everything set up, I'm like, this is just not going to happen. There's no way this is going to turn out nice at all. So I just said, I have botched 2 days of the challenge this week. This really did push me out of my comfort zone. And also, like, I really don't shop for Halloween stuff. Like, I have 2 bins, I'd say, of Halloween things. that have just kind of, I keep carrying them over from like year to year. So I did get some new things for this, like that skull. I did one with a skull on it, and it's an actual door knocker, and it works. So I thought that was kind of like interesting. I just have to work on how his head sits, because his head needs to like be looking out, not down. So I think I might need to like reposition him a little bit. But I don't know. I feel like Halloween was out of my comfort zone, and it really made me have to think a lot more than I normally do when I'm designing, because it just, the materials and the ideas just didn't come as natural to me as easily. But I love all of the pink that people are doing. I think we're going to see a lot of pink this year. I think we're going to have a pink Christmas as well. Andrea, we're working on a custom project, and hers is going to be pink. Everything is girly with that lady. So I'm excited about that. We've got our materials ordered. We're just waiting on really the ribbon, because we've already ordered like the pink pumpkins. We're using pale pink peonies, and I also got some sunflowers I have to show her still. Get the boss's approval, and yeah, I think then we're gonna be good to go. And she wants something big. She wants things like big, cascading. Totally, Andrea. Totally her taste. She always pushes me beyond my comfort, which I appreciate. It just helps me grow. Plus, she's just fun to work with. Like, let's be clear about that. All right, I'm just reading Maggie's question. So whenever I am making an arrangement in something metal, because I don't trust that the glue is going to stay, I usually just take a piece of like burlap ribbon. It could be anything though, just something that is not an important material to me. Like I really don't use it. And I glue it to the bottom first. I let it dry. And then I glue the block to that, because I feel like it's going to hold to the burlap. All right, let's see. Let me see what else I have around here. You're good, Bruno. Hey, bub. So Maggie, what season are you doing a centerpiece for? I've noticed that like that's kind of a weak spot in my shop right now, is getting some arrangements out. And I mean, I definitely prefer to not build in anything ceramic. It's just like that extra layer of having to stress about it getting there in one piece. I love my men in brown, but you just never know how something's handled, like, along the way. Hi, Bruno. Hi, handsome. Are you making baby noises? Bruno had so much fun up in the mountains. Oh my gosh. He loved it. We went to this little river right behind the condo. We were like, it's my parents' condo, and he went in the water. We saw tadpoles. He got wiped out. But then when we got home, I think because he had been away from all the dogs, he just has been totally out of control. So yeah, when I discussed it with the trainer, she said that she had met one of his siblings, and although very sweet, the other pup is also very large and very mouthy, which is just not a good combo. So because I wanted to do 2 weeks with him, and she said, nope, he's a 3-weeker. So I'm like, okay. I wish I had just, like, sent him right to training when we got him, because now it's going to be, like, super lonely without him. He's my boy. So I don't know if Caroline's on here, but I did her Etsy shop review, and I appreciate that she let me share that with the group. If anybody has like specific questions about things, you can definitely let me know. It's pretty easy to put one of those videos together. And I don't know about you, but like, I mean, that's why I go on YouTube, is because I'm not good at like reading directions. I do much better if I can just watch someone do something. So if you have a question about like how to get things, the shipping rates, or, you know, again, anything with like the policies, just let me know. What are we thinking of about this? I kind of wish that these were the same color copper. I don't know if I have it in me to paint them, but I'm contemplating it. It would look pretty cool. I'll put you right up here. My door project has made things so easy. Sometimes I still have to take them out front because I like to get one with the full entryway. And since I was gone last weekend, all of my planters died. So I emptied those. And I have like these 2 artificial boxwood, like drop-in things. So I put those in my urn, so at least like there's some life left there. But I might get some artificial mums too, like just like a pair. Because when you see it all come together, like I can't wait to get like the corn stalks, like layers of mums and pumpkins and gourds, like all of that stuff. I love it. But I also know if you do your mums too early, they are probably not going to make it. So I have to be a little bit patient with that. Maggie's loving it. Maggie's loving it, and I'm loving it. So I'm going to put in some of these black hydrangeas. Not a lot, because I don't want to cover up the copper too much. But I want it to be a little bit more cohesive. Just, I think, in between. I hate when I get glue on velvet. Okay. And we'll do one right here. Yes, we don't want to get glue on these glittery leaves. That would be no bueno. All right, so let's get our back going. Let me see how he looks first. Oh, he's cute. And I think if I put him more towards the front, yes, then he's actually not going to hit a door. Okay. I'm still going to put felt pads on the back just to make sure that if somehow he hits something, he'll be okay. he's going to go in the front. Spooky Chic. Let's see. I remember when Riley was, she was about one, I think she was almost one or around one. And I was reading to her in bed, and all of a sudden a bat flew into the room, and I thought I was gonna die. I was so petrified. I'm very much afraid of like spiders, snakes. So you throw a bat in there, and oh my gosh. So like we hid under the covers, which isn't easy to keep a 1-year-old busy, until my then husband came home to get it out. I learned a lot about bats. Bats are a protected species. So what they do is they like set up like an exit tunnel for them, and they lure them out with food, and then once they're out, then they seal it up. Let's see. It was interesting figuring out how to do these things, like the mechanics of them. And like, that's what I think is so interesting about crafters, is that people do things so differently and they come up with like very similar outcomes. Like it's just I think it's just all part of it. It's all part of having like that interest, that gift, all that stuff. Creative solutions. All right, so we've got our guy in the middle. Let's see. And then I was gonna do a black bow. I think it's, so Joann's is not selling oval wreaths right now. No, I'm sorry, not Joann's. Michael's. At least not online. So like I finally embraced the oval wreath, and they're not available. So I got some through Craft Outlet. They were like $7.50 each, I think. And Joann's is doing, I think it's still going on. They were doing a doorbuster where you could get 3 18-inch grapevine wreaths for $10. So they were like $3.33 each, which is comparable to if you do like the Michaels in bulk. So what I don't want to do is have this all hidden and his mechanics showing. So let's snip this and readjust. Are you hanging right in the middle? I'm gonna adjust some of these just so that our little friend is completely visible. Let's see. Oh, I almost think he should have been, I think he should be lower. I think I want him to hit like right here, so let me just redo that. And this one I'm going to feed the wire through first, so I'm not covering up our foliage. Oh, but you know what? When I do that, he ends up facing too forward. is like the do and redo. Because it's definitely more important that he not hit the door that he's sitting on. So keeping that in mind, he is going to go up top. What am I doing here? Yeah, if any of the members are on here that got t-shirts, if you're willing to do a selfie, I would love to share it with SureBonder. I still haven't put together a video of everybody's creations, but Valerie had posted a picture and it was so cute. And then I'm like, ooh, it would be nice if a bunch of us did that. Just to let them know that we appreciate their generosity. All right, and then the last thing I was going to do was just a bow at the bottom. Well, let's see. I was really just thinking like a simple bow here. Yeah, okay. I want nice long tails. Yes, so for all of my Halloween things, I have my two-sided door. So the fall things, I'm taking photos of like the rustic side, and then the black side for Halloween, which is working out pretty well so far. No dogs have eaten it, which is a plus. Roller. Some nice long tails, and let's do 6-inch loops. Okay, I'm just gonna have this all, pinching this all with my pointer finger and my thumb, and then I'm just gonna feed our wire through it. And then twist it right off. Okay, so just have like this feminine little bow. This isn't wired, but it's like nice and stiff. Velvet would have also been a good choice if I had some. tying this off in the back with the wire. All right, I think she's done. Let me see. So many lights in here now. I'm like trying to do away with all of like the shadows, but yes. So this is our Halloween wreath with our bat in the middle. Little spooky chic. Let me know what you guys think if you like it. It is funny when you're just not on the same page with somebody. Maggie, that you miss your grapevines. That dragon thing that you made, was that whole thing mesh? Or was it just parts of it? Because it was really cool. But I know sometimes it's tough when you get custom things that like aren't exactly like in your wheelhouse or what you want to be doing. It's fun when you can just like design freely and people just love what you've done. So, all right, guys. Well, this is it for today. I have a bunch of things to get ready for getting Riley off to school tomorrow. So pray for me. But have a great weekend, and I will be live Tuesday at 7 on YouTube. All right. Bye.